Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the game machine that I have built. This is like the 16th one or so that I've built. Uh, what I do is I accept donations of old computers that nobody wants anymore, and I clean them up and install an old game system, basically based on DOS. Um, this particular model is an old uh, compact Presario 5451. Um, this one did have a floppy drive in it to begin with, but I didn't like the way that it was running, and so I decided to remove the floppy drive. There is a CD drive in there that works. I usually include a floppy drive in my game machines, but in this particular one, since the floppy drive wasn't working correctly, I just decided to remove it. Nowadays, now this is the year 2014, so nowadays most people use CDs anyway. They don't use floppy drives, floppy disks. So you just start it. When it starts up, it runs DOS to begin with, and it will go directly to a menu that I have found on the internet that works really good. It works through Access. These old game machines that I make, they don't have much RAM. They don't have much of a hard drive space. They're very, very small in that respect, so they're going to be a little bit slow. Let me adjust the lighting here so that you might be able to see the screen. Move the cam to in front of the screen, and there we go. Now you can see a little bit. This is a list of games that you can choose from to play. I've included also another section. Um, I, I've included another section here for other programs. I've included an Office section here. Different groups. You could put different groups over here, and under each group you'll see like a sub menu of programs that you can choose from. So under the games group, or games tab if you want to call it that, you have all your games, and then under the Office group you have I've installed one program. I've come up with WordStar to start off with. It's a word processing um, program. Now, regarding the games, they're all pretty simple games, like, well, this one here is called ABM, which is short for, what is it, uh, anti-ballistic missile. And if you can double click on it, or you can hit the enter button or the return key. And it's a simple little game where this is supposed to be the Earth, and this is what you're protecting, and you point around and you fire these anti-ballistic missiles at different missiles that are coming in to your area, and you try to destroy them all before they come in. That is the PC speaker that you hear. The left click button will fire the left cannon, which is over here on the left side of the screen. The right click button will fire the right cannon on this side. So simple little game, that kids can play, and of course you get to go to different waves, different levels. You can hit the escape key sometimes to get out of a game, but that's not always the case. In this case, I'll just basically blow up my thing and tell it no, I don't want to try again. And when you exit out, or when you're done with the game, it'll usually always go back to the screen. Now, not all of the games were written very well, and so some of them you might get hung up on and get stuck in. have problems with. Yes, there's Mario and Luigi, but to show you different games that might be interesting in a short period of time, like Micropede. This is the microprocessor version of the old game called Centipede. Now, a lot of the games will give a message like this: not ready, reading drive A, abort, retry, or fail. That's because it's trying to read the A drive, which is supposed to be the floppy drive. Well, it's not going to read it because the game is not there. It's located on the C drive. Whoever wrote the game failed in, auto detecting where the game is going to be or whatever. Anyways, if you just press the letter A when you see this message, if you press the letter A, it'll go right to the game and take care of business. Here's the game. You got a big old red pointer here. You just click the start button. And in this game, you have a bunch of little magic mushrooms, I guess you want to call them. And you have a man or gun down here. And you're shooting the mushrooms to get them out of your way. And here's the centipede coming through. You're trying to shoot all of the centipede, and you got spiders and things coming through. You don't want them to get your gun or your man, whatever way you want to look at it. You don't want them to eat you, so try to avoid them. That was a scorpion. There's some worms. And watch out for the spider and get it. This game can be a little bit addicting. One secret thing to remember is to not press your mouse down too hard. Otherwise, you'll get stuck at different ways, stuck at different places. Move the mouse lightly without much pressure, and you'll do much better. Anyways, that's the Micropede game. It can be fun. I'm sure the kids can have lots of fun with that. This one can be played with just the mouse. Anyways, let's escape from that one and go to another game, maybe. You can enter in your initials and all that good stuff up there with the date if you want to. I'm pressing the escape key to get out of the game, by the way. There are also learning games on here, educational games like Adventure Math. Let's see what else I have on here. Baby Type, Animated Multiplication, Animal Quest. Those are educational games. Bingo is an educational game. It's a matching game actually on here. Let's see. I have pretty much removed all of the games that might be foul, like anything using foul language, like Grand Theft Auto. I removed those. I did install them at first, but I've learned to remove them. This little menu at the bottom can tell you you can get help on something. F2, you can add a game. If you have a game on a CD that is compatible with this computer, then yes, you can add it. Like, it's got to be able to work in DOS. If it works in Windows, no, you cannot add it. I might be able to show you how to add a game, maybe, or add a game or a program in another video. You can edit the wording or edit the file that it's supposed to go to in order to get it started. This is a screensaver program, and I've altered the screensaver program so that it will give you hints on some of the games or how to change things in the deal. So if you get caught up and you really want to know something, since I don't have a manual for this, if you can't go on the internet to see this video or another video that I make, then you can maybe get some hints off of the screensaver. F4, you can move a program to a different group. F5, you can remove the program from the menu. The program will still be on the hard drive, okay, just in case you decide to change your mind later and add it back in. So there are a wide variety of games on here. Most of them I have played in order to test them. Some of them I haven't bothered. Some of them bore me to tears. I'm sorry. One that I can show you, just in case you get caught up and you can't figure it out, Lion King. It doesn't play on all of the game systems that I make, but it will play on this one after it gets started here. Now you see this screen. Watching the screens is very important sometimes. See, now here's the start. You press a space bar to start, and you'll see this guy. Now, your left and right arrow keys will work here. Okay, up and down. Down makes him crouch. Up does nothing. The control button makes him roar. Okay. I'm trying to remember which one makes him jump. One of them here makes him jump. Ah, the space bar makes him jump. So you can jump up to a rock. Okay. You can jump up to the next rock. You can run. Oh, well, you fell and he hit something. A critter. And you don't want to hit the critter because he gets wounded, you see. He loses something. And so you want to jump over the critters and land on top of them. That way you make him disappear or whatever. Anyways, and he'll climb as long as you press the arrow key to help him climb. I don't really know what the goal is of this, but I'm sure there is a goal somewhere along the way. I don't know what it is. I'm sure somewhere along the way you can read some instructions. I don't know, maybe you can go online on the internet and find some instructions, but I make him back up and jump all the way across, hit that critter, jump up, land on top of that one. Okay, got that critter. I guess jumping on top of him is where he gets to be Lion King. I don't know. Eventually he dies. Okay, this is the second life, I guess. I started with 3, and there's the second one. Anyways, here I guess I can press a escape button and get out. And like I was saying, at the beginning startup, it's going to show start and options. You can press the down arrow and go to options. If you don't, it automatically goes to this demo, and you can't control the demo. It just goes through different things. Press the escape button and you go back to the menu. Now choose options with the space bar and you can redefine keys. You can choose which keys do what. You can change how difficult the game is. You can include music if everything's working properly. I mean, you didn't hear any music a while ago, so that means that the driver for the sound system in this particular game machine is not installed. It's very difficult to find drivers for these old machines anymore. So sometimes you just have to deal with the PC speaker. And then here's the exit. I'll press the space bar and it should choose exit. Press the escape button here and it goes back hopefully to the main menu. Yes. Like I was saying, there are educational games. Let's see. Let me choose one of the educational games that I kind of like. Oh, as a side deal, let's look at this one called Scrambled Eggs. See if this reminds you of anything. Single player. I see you can't really read the screen very well. Oh, okay, maybe you can. Single player. Now look at this. These are eggs. They're decorated. You can move this arrow left and right, and you can hit the space bar to add an egg. Does this remind you of something? Like something with regard to witches? I have a red egg. If I hit red eggs up there, look, they disappear. I have another red egg. Maybe I should put it over here to the side. There's an orange one. Maybe I can stick it to that orange one. There's another red egg. I'll stick it over here to the side. There's a blue one. I'll stick it up there with that one. Here's a green one. I'll stick it up there with that one maybe. Oh, and they're coming down on me. What does this remind you of? Yeah, some game on Facebook, I bet. Stick that one up in there. There's another orange one, and watch them pop. There's a blue one. Yeah, here's a red one. Yeah, here's a yellow. Okay, see if I can get that one up in there. Yeah. Okay, how about that up there? Oh, missed. Oh well. You get the idea. And when the eggs fall, see how the raccoons eat them? Or chipmunks, whatever those things are, the critters down at the bottom that are waving. I'll press the escape button and get out of that. Not very educational in my opinion. A little bit of eye and hand coordination maybe. I like the World Empire game. That's like playing Risk, the old board game Risk. It's also got all kinds of word whiz games, word rescue, word tricks down here, United States quiz, typing master games, trivia whiz. Let's play Trivia Whiz 1. Oh darn, it didn't find the file. That's just great. Okay, now again, let's look at Trivia Whiz. Let's press F3 edit, and maybe I can manage this. It's looking for trivwiz1.bat in the C drive. Well, it should find that. trivwiz1.bat. This is a terrible menu program that they have on here. It does work sometimes. It's not extremely good. TrivWiz. And that's the name of the folder, I'll bet. So I am actually modifying. If I say OK there, what happens? It goes into that folder, and there's trivwiz1.exe, and you click OK, and OK here, and now you should be able to play it. Yeah. Start game. Any key. Science. What is the name of our North Star? Antares or Polaris? I would say Polaris. 2. Any key. General interest. In which state is Notre Dame University located? Notre Dame. I don't know. Pittsburgh is a city. North Carolina, Indiana, Kentucky, let's say North Carolina. 3. I don't know. Sports. What is the length of a regulation tennis court? I have no idea. Let's say 3. Phobias. Acrophobia is the fear of acrophobia. I guess 2. Animals. Games. How many tiles does each player draw when starting a game of Scrabble? It's 7. Number 3. General interest. How many feathers were in NBC's Peacock logo before they retired it on December 31st, 1975? Well, it wasn't 11 or 10. I'm going to go with 8. 4. And sports. How long is each quarter of a pro basketball game? Heck, I don't know about basketball. I'm going to say 1, which is 15 minutes. You ran out of free misses. Game over. So how did I score? I don't know. Anyways, that's trivia. Pretty hard questions in my opinion. Yes, I want to exit. They always throw these other screens on there and stuff. You can ignore them by pressing the enter button or going through. Oops, hit the wrong button again. Let's go to Adventure Math. I don't know why they call it Adventure Math. It's not much of an adventure in my opinion. 5, continue. Woohoo! I'm scared. Okay, let's go to addition. A for addition. You got to put a name in here, so I'll put mine. Level, I'll say level 1. We'll keep it simple. What number goes there? 7 plus what equals 9? 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 9 plus 0 equals 9. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 9 plus 0 equals 9. 2 and 1 is 3. 4 and 4 is 8. 1 and 7 is 8. There we go. 9 problems correct. See how adventurous this is? 10 problems correct. 0. Okay. Do we want to print a report card? Well, we have no printer connected, so let's say no. Press enter to begin. Can we escape? 475. I don't know what that was. No, I don't want to play again. Please let me get out of here. Escape. Alright, I feel better already.